One of the similarities between teaching and homebrewing is the constant need to learn and grow. That's why, this year, I'm going to be trying to improve upon some of my recipes to make them better. I'm starting with elementary IPA. Hey everyone, my name is Brian, and this is Elementary Brewing, my channel all about beer. One of the things that I'm going to focus on this year is taking some of my existing recipes and trying to improve upon them as best as I can. So I'm starting with my IPA recipe, which I've brewed a couple times, and I'm generally really happy with it and pretty pleased. So I'm not changing much. This time, I thought I'd go with a slightly different grain bill to try to leave out the caramel malt. Last time I brewed this, I noticed kind of just a little bit of a sweetness in the beer that I just kind of wanted to try to tone down a little bit. So I'm getting rid of the caramel malt. So for the grain bill for this one, I'm sticking with mostly pale ale malt and a little bit of Golden Promise. And then for the color, I'm going with Munich I and Victory Malt. In addition to changing the malt bill slightly, I am also going to make a slight change to my mash schedule. So the last time I brewed this beer, I mashed it at 152 for 60 minutes. This time, I'm still gonna mash for 60 minutes. I am just gonna break it into two 30-minute chunks. I'm gonna do like a kind of a modified step mash. So the first 30 minutes, I'm gonna mash at 145. Second 30 minutes, I'm gonna raise it up and mash at 158. And then I'll do a mash out of 167 for 10 minutes at the very end. And we'll see if that makes any difference to the beer. All right, mash went well, and we are now heating up to a boil. I will post the recipe in the description below for this one. My hop additions are going to be the same that I did last time. I'm doing 60 minutes, I'm doing 1 ounce of Warrior hops. 30 minutes, I'm doing a ½ ounce of Centennial. And then for a flame out addition, I'm doing a ½ ounce of Azacca and Idaho 7, and then a ¼ ounce of Sabro. I'm always trying to get my chilling time down quite a bit. So let me show you what I did here. Never buy your own ice. So last night, I've got a chest freezer that I use for fermentation. I figured I might as well use it to freeze something. So I just filled up some buckets of water and froze them. I will put that in my little recirculation system for my work chiller and cool that groundwater down even more, and we'll see how fast we can chill this batch down. Beer's done. My original gravity was supposed to be a 1064. I hit a 1063, so I'm happy with that. I pitched Flagship. I'm doing Imperial Yeast Flagship again. This is the second batch in a row I'm doing with that. I'll be fermenting this one at 64 degrees. Now, all that's left to do, clean up. I dry hopped this one on day 4 with Azacca, Idaho 7, and Amarillo, and racked to a keg on day 8 with a final gravity of 1011 for an ABV of 6.8%. Here in California, we don't get many rainy days, but when we do, I take every opportunity to just sit and listen to the peaceful sounds of nature. The rain provided the perfect time to give this beer a proper taste. The aroma had pleasant hints of tropical fruit like pineapple and guava, and the initial taste left me thinking of fresh citrus. The middle had a nice white bread character that I'd have to say was from the Victory or Golden Promise, and it finished with a nice bitter bite that faded quickly. With this beer finished and an empty fermenter, all that's left now is to plan the next brew day.